Good evening and welcome to Weekend Update. I'm your host, Eric Farmer. Today is Saturday, May 30th, 2026, heading into the summer finally. But here in my neck of the woods, it doesn't really feel like summer yet. It's still very much spring like weather. Well, this week we didn't get no snow at least, but just getting quite a bit of rain, which is good. Not complaining about the rain. But not much sunshine, not much warm weather. We've just been stuck in the 60s. No, in the 50s, I should say. Yeah, I think the highest we got this week was like in the mid 50s. But that'll come around. The warm weather will come. So yeah, I guess it's pretty not too bad weather-wise. I would just personally, at this time of year, I'm ready for some warm weather. But what are you gonna do? Something we can always complain about the weather. No, but we did have a very mild winter here. But now, hearing all the weather gurus talking lately, we are going into El Nino this year. Rhine-Z. What's up with the Denver airport? Someone go, I don't know. Something happened at the Denver airport? Let's look that up. Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with the Denver airport. Let's see. DIA. That's what they call it. DIA news. Let's see. Top stories. Trump threatening sanctuary city airports like DIA. Threatening, huh? Trump's threatening DIA, huh? Because Denver's a sanctuary city. Reserve security line at Denver International Airport will be discounted next month. Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting things that happened. I worked at the DIA airport when it was being built. And yeah, it was pretty interesting, man. I never seen nothing like it, man. I know they were doing a lot of digging. That's for damn sure. That was odd because there was I never seen piles of dirt like that in my life. I mean, these were piles of dirt that were like mountains. They were like mountains of friggin' dirt. I don't know where it all came from or what they did with it, but it was like a week ago. Hit by a plane, huh? Hit by a plane. Let's see if there's anything else. DIA flights could be halted. Denver Reserve security line. Nothing about it. What's happening at Denver Airport right now? This damn Google with their freaking AI, No, nothing. I have no idea, man. All I know is, yeah, DIA is a strange place. Something, and they got all the weird murals. Man, I always thought that was bizarre. Back in the day when I was like kind of had my head buried in the sand, in the 90s and early 2000s, they got rid of a lot of the murals. I think, yeah, if you go there now, all those creepy murals are gone. Yeah, there is a Masonic statue. It's like not a statue, but there's like a thing that says like the New World Airport, something, whatever. Yeah, it has like the Masonic symbol on it. it's not really a statue. It's just like a placard like thing on etched in like marble, you know? Yeah. Always got a weird vibe at that place, man. I don't like, I think I've only flown in and out of there a few times, but I don't fly much, but I picked up a lot of friends there, dropped them off. It was really weird when, you know, during the pandemic. Yeah, everything was weird. Yeah, you know, because me, I never wore a muzzle, man. So I'm walking around the airport to pick up a friend of mine, and everybody's wearing a muzzle. I was the only one in the whole airport that wasn't wearing a muzzle, and no one said a fucking word to me, man. It's really bizarre. I was walking around recording, and I think I made a video about it, but yeah, I'm like recording everything, and not everything, but I was like making a little video out there, and I didn't have a mask on, and I swear it was really bizarre. Not one person said a word to me, man. Not even, like, people would kind of give me a strange looks here and there, but not one person said one word. I was expecting it, you know. I was expecting someone to come up to me, hey, sir, you gotta wear a mask, you know. But no, nothing. It was strange. I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll have to leave then because I ain't putting on a muzzle. But they didn't say nothing. It was really, really weird. But everybody else was, man. Not one person in the whole airport dared to go without a muzzle. Maybe there was one or two that I saw here and there. We kind of look at each other and go, yeah. But yeah, that was a really weird time. It was like the most. It was like an episode of the Twilight Zone, you know. Not just my DIA experience, but like the whole 2 or 3 years that shit went on, right? You hear Congress has handed the U.S. military to it. Whoa! Didn't hear that one, man. But yeah, you know, I'm sure that it's kind of always been that way. Trump's the commander in chief, supposedly. And yeah, he's kind of under the thumb of Israel, you might say. You know, but yes, bad fuck news, man. Israel. I'm gonna be careful talking about them. The elephant in the room. when that fucking dude Big Easy was here, that was really weird, man. Remember that a couple weeks ago? This weird dude showed up and had like all these, and then he said something about he mentioned Israel, and he also had a bunch of followers with him, man. Like 100 and something people showed up on my chat. Yeah. And like right after that, I had all these views on my video. You go back now and it's down to 60 something views. It went from 120 views down to, so all those views YouTube erased. All those people that came on my video that day, they all those views got erased. I don't know why. It's really weird. Yeah, that was one of the strangest things that's ever happened on this live stream. The Big Easy, man. Yeah, and he was like blaming everything that happened to Gaza on, you know, the Palestinians. You just gotta be careful what you say on this. But your thoughts on data center? That's another thing that everybody's talking about these days. It's all about data centers, man. It's fucking weird, man. Just came out of the blue, man. Pretty much. Just in the last couple years, I've been hearing about data centers. It's become this huge issue now, right? And I guess everybody's electric bills are going up because of it. You know, I know I'm doing whatever I can to cut back on my electric bills, man. I got one that was like $20 and above, like from 1 month to the next, it went up $20. I was like, fuck this. I unplugged everything in my house, man. I mean, that's how fucking tight things are right now. You know, I wouldn't worry about it, you know, 5-10 years ago, but in this economy today, man, every fucking cent is accounted for, man. You know, it's But yeah, it's some nefarious shit for sure, man. They're just rubbing it right in people's faces, putting them right in the middle of towns and shit, right in people's neighborhoods. No fucking, not one fuck is given, to the local people that live there. Just we're rushing this through. It gets pushed through, and like if you go there, and I've seen videos of people going to these meetings and complaining that they don't want this in their neighborhood, and like the cops come and fucking drag them out. If you dare to go up there and oppose it and speak the truth, you get fucking arrested. That's America today, right? Try to fight the powers that be, and they make an example out of you. So yeah, but what are they doing? What are they for? Though they're collecting more data on people than ever, that's for sure. Every person in here, every person in pretty much every single American has a fucking file on them, a profile, and it has to be stored somewhere, right? That's part of it. Now, we've been talking about this every week now for a while, but yeah, they can track you from the time you leave your house, especially if you have a cell phone, which 97% of Americans do. They can track you from the time you leave your house with your phone and with all the flock cameras out there with facial recognition, license plate readers. So they pretty much know where you're being tracked 24/7. And yeah, they store all that data. So they can go and that's a big reason why they need all these data centers. One reason that I can think of that's pretty big one, when you're keeping profiles on like supposedly 380 million Americans. That's and I'm sure that each American has terabytes and terabytes of data in their file. Everything you do on the internet, everything you say on your phone, I'm convinced every single phone call you make is being recorded and stored in the data centers. So, and a lot of other things, pretty much every single, that's how fucking fucked up this shit is, man. They need to have all that data on you stored in your profile and easily accessible. What the fuck? That's got to be enough to make you go, So yeah, I think some nefarious shit. That's part of it. Then it's the other side of it is the AI thing, right? They use these data centers to store all this data that they use to train artificial intelligence. What they call I hate using air quotes, but they call artificial intelligence, because it really isn't artificial intelligence. It's machine learning is what it is. Because they want us to believe that it's intelligent, but it never will be, and it never has been. It may, but not at this point, man. They're not even close to a truly intelligent machine or a truly intelligent human. There's more to it than that. Large scale, hyperscale center generally consume 1 to 5 million gallons of cheese. They're consuming all our resources. Yeah, I know it's way more than just our electric bills going up. I haven't noticed it too much here, but I've heard other parts of the country where people are saying, my electric bill went up $500 electric bill, $1,000 a month electric bill. Like, oh, dude, that would kill me, man. I'd have to have my electricity disconnected from the house. For context, 5 million gallons per day is equivalent to the water use of a town of 10,000 to 50,000 residents. Yeah, it's a lot of water, man. The good thing is the water never really leaves the atmosphere, but the bad news is it's not coming back anytime soon. They use the water. They say, they claim that they use it to cool their machines, and then they put it back into the environment. But there's a lot of evaporation that goes on. I don't know what percentage of water evaporates in the process. You think about it, they're using it to remove heat from the computers, right? So it's taking in all that heat, and I'm sure a good percentage of it is going to evaporate in the process, right? And like, who wants a bunch of water that's been used to cool their evil data collection machines? That's really, if you really think about it, it's gone insane, man. Totally gone all in on this. They're going to create an intelligence. They got to, man. If they can create a machine intelligence, all they do is create it once, and then they can download it into any machine they want. But it'll never really truly be a human intelligence unless they get quantum computers involved. That changes everything. Quantum computers is what your brain is really the human brain, or consciousness itself. It works in a quantum mechanics, which it's hard to explain what that means really, but it's basically, it means is that an electron can be in more than one place at one time. And then the implications of that are insane if you really think about it. They don't call them bits, they call them qubits, whatever, of data. But it's like exponentially more powerful than a standard digital computer is what it basically means. And that's how the brain works, because it's a biological computer, right? But it's not really, I don't believe that the human brain is really the center of your consciousness. Your consciousness inhabits the brain, but they want us to believe that your brain creates your consciousness. I don't think so, man. I think the consciousness exists, and it uses the human or the brain or whatever as a tool, on this planet. Like we use a computer to do a lot of things. Our consciousness uses our brain to do things in the physical world, right? So that's my true belief in what. But the scientists and shit, they want you to believe that there is no consciousness without the physical mind. Yeah. So science is stuck in the physical world, and they will never consider anything beyond the physical world because it goes against science. Science is all about physical reality. They can't consider something beyond physical reality. It's beyond science. The contest, but yeah, it's a lot of water. But that's kind of like what I've learned about real human intelligence and fake ass artificial intelligence, which it isn't. Maybe they have something like that, but they're not going to tell us about it. A lot of really smart people I've listened to, computer engineers and shit, they say like, nah, man, they're not even. They've kind of hit a brick wall on full artificial intelligence, to where if you ask AI something that a lot of times they get the answer wrong, and then they'll just like you'll explain to them that they're wrong, and they'll be, oh yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I was wrong there. They'll never. They've trained the AI not to argue with people. If you point out that they're wrong, that the AI, like a chat bot or something, and you ask it a question and it gives you a wrong answer, which it seems, like these people that they try to ask it questions to stump it, and it's not that hard to do. And then when you point out to it that it's wrong, it just says, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you corrected me." It's like, wow. And then people believe that that's intelligence. Anyways, yeah, that's my kind of losing all of a sudden I lost all my viewers. That's nothing new. Everybody knows my channel sucks and I get shit for views. God forbid if someone could fucking give me a like it's gonna break their thumb or something. But yeah, then I figure out I get a whole bunch of views and YouTube just erases them. So yeah, they're gonna keep this channel in the basement forever. It's okay. I'm used to not really, but on YouTube, in the YouTube basement. But yeah, got one viewer left. I guess I need to quit talking about AI. But what else is there to talk about? There ain't much else going on except for the fake ass government. Let's see what's going on in the world. Let's look it up. Something to discuss because I don't really look at the news much because it just see news. Just tune in to the fucking AI will give us all the news. News today. Trump judge agrees to review Trump's $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund. Oh, that don't sound good. Meteor explodes off coast of Massachusetts, causing loud boom. Holy shit. See, I would have never known that. If I didn't just look up the news today. U.S. says it's capable to resume war with Iran as deal remains elusive. Yeah, right. That's just what they want. Of course it's elusive. It's too profitable to keep this shit going on. It's just a great excuse to destroy America. Blame it on Iran. I don't know. I'm in a kind of a mood tonight, folks. As you can tell, I don't feel 100%. But medical or a PR exercise. Why presidents get annual checkups? Who gives a fuck? Man, where did my people go, man? You got no people. You got no people. You're a fucking loser. Anti-ICE protesters pooling cash for riot gear, military badge goggles to fuel new arc. Okay, so ICE is still busy. Crash kills 5 in Virginia, including family of 4 traveling. That sucks. Trump decision yet to come on Iran deal. Hegseth talks negotiations. Yeah, right. That's all a bunch of bullshit. This whole Iran thing, man. It's just an excuse, man, to make our lives fucking go down the toilet. Yeah. All right, we got one more viewer. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Woo. So yeah, that's the news headline. They don't give you much, not much information. They don't want you to have too much information. Only what they want you to know about. It's all pretty mundane and boring. Yeah, that's what's really going on, man. It's hard to believe that these data centers are using that much resources, and they usually use more power than the city that they're in, or even the fucking state that they're in. Hey, Laverna. What's happening? Super Dwayne. Again, we got superheroes here. And Laverna. Haven't seen Laverna in a minute. But yeah, you know, it's interesting because I was just thinking about Laverna again, and then she shows up. Tell me that shit ain't true. But yeah, man, it's very interesting, man. That I swear to God, I was just thinking about you, and then you show up on my channel, and it's bizarre. It can't just be a coincidence. I'm doing all right, man. Could be doing better, could be doing worse. How about you? How are things over in Poland? I think that's where you live, right? We've been having a shit show over here, man. It's been a crazy year, 2026. It's yeah, it's not been the best year in America. You just moved to another city. Nice. How's that? Is that good or bad? You never know. It's cool, man. Hey, Jorgen Becker. Nice to see you. How are things over in the city of angels? The shithole known that I grew up in, known as Los Angeles. all data centers present several potential negative health impacts. Yeah, that's from what I've heard, you know. Primarily stemming from noise pollution, air and water contamination, and increased energy consumption, and strains local resources. Super Dwayne. I would love to leave Canada. I heard it's shithole. And now Canada is once again, that sucks. Fucking, I was rooting for the Canadians. Once the Colorado Avalanche got their fucking asses stomped by Vegas, man, don't even get me started on the NHL playoffs. It's warm today, huh? I'm sure it's fucking almost June. But yeah, it's been pretty cool here, man. Pretty cool. That's why we live up here, man, because we got nice warm summers. I should say cool summers. It's cool. I have Baltic Sea near my house. Wow. It reeks of evil here. Yeah. Same here, man. I can smell it every time I walk out the door. What's that smell, man? Oh, yeah, that's the evil. It's the evil in the air. But yeah, no, but seriously though, man, there's some kind of, a lot of this time I go outside early in the morning and I smell some kind of like petroleum chemical smell in the air. I don't know what it is. Maybe there's like some fracking going on in the area and that nobody knows about. I don't know, but I don't know how they could hide that, because when she's like, you go up on top of a mountain, you can see everything going on around. But yeah, it's, I don't know, but maybe that's what I'm smelling is evil. What's that? You smell that? That chemical smell in the air? Yeah, man, that's fucking pure evil from the depths of hell. Oh yeah. Canada has a tiny hat problem also. I think the whole world has a tiny hat problem. There's no escaping the tiny hat problem on this planet. Yep. Fuck yeah. Let's see, what else? News today. Local news. Denver weather. Saturday evening storms ahead of a sunny end to the weekend. Thank God for that. I was hearing that there could be like a big old storm. People getting fucking tornadoes and hurricanes. Yeah, it was like a kind of like, yeah, like I said, like the El Nino is coming back this year. So, you know, it could be a good thing for the winter. I mean, the summer could get a lot of rain. But you know, the thing is, we'll get so much rain that there will be floods. Do you have a new dog? Yeah. Dingo. Yeah, good old Dingo. Yep, I miss that dog. He was the best dog I ever had, man. They say that about every dog once they die. It was the best dog I ever had. Yeah, that sucks. Like George Carlin said, man, life is a series of dogs. Jake, he's sleeping. My dog's now, his name is Jake. What's up? You want to come say hello? Fuck no. Jake, come here. No, dude, I'm fucking sleeping. Leave me the fuck alone. Yeah, he's a much more challenging dog than Dingo was. Dingo was very easy to handle. This dog, he's tough. He's a fucking bastard. I love him anyways. Took me a while though, man. At first I didn't like this dog, man, but he grew on me. But I, you know, he's come a long way since I've had him for almost 2 years now. And he's gotten much better than he was when I first got him, because he was in the pound for 1.5 years. So nobody wanted him. He sat in the dog pound for 1.5 years before I rescued his ass. I bailed him out. He was doing some serious time, man. And I was like, at first I didn't want to, and I really want to get involved with this fucking dog. All right. I felt, you know, something in my heart said, man, this dog, he needs a home. And, you know, I can do it. I can take care of him, man. You know, so. But, you know, it's a two-way street. He gives, you know, we give and take to each other. He gives me friendship, companionship. I give him everything else. Yeah. But yeah, Dingo was really cool too, man. Kind of saved him. That's kind of like what I do. I take a dog that needs a home and give him a home instead of getting a brand new puppy, or, you know. But fuck yeah. Thanks for mentioning Dingo, man. Here's to you, Dingo. He's smiling down on us right now from doggy heaven. Like, oh, Laverna, she remembers me. Yeah, Jake's still sleeping over there. He ain't getting up. I'll take a picture of him. Let's see. There it is. Yep. He's a 70-pound. No, he's 65 pounds. Shepherd Chow mix. That's not a bad picture of him. He likes to. Oh, you went to Iron Maiden show? Nice. Is that like the first one you ever went to? I'm sure it's not. But yeah. So I haven't been to an Iron Maiden concert since like the 1980s, I think, yeah. Next time they come to Denver, I'm going. I would just love to see them at least put out one new album. one more album. I know Steve Harris can do it, man. But you know, I know that I have a strong feeling that they're coming out with one last final album. You know, will it be as good as Senjutsu was? I'm sure. My first Iron Maiden show was in Poland, Ponzan City, a long time ago. Yeah. Yeah, there was a time, man, when I couldn't miss an Iron Maiden concert. Like I seen them like 3 times on one tour, like on the Power Slave tour. Saw him at the Denver McNichols Arena. Then I saw him at Red Rocks. Then I seen him in LA at Long Beach Arena. Fuck yeah, that was fucking. That's when Maiden was fucking in their prime, you know. Power Slave tour. It was something, especially at Red Rocks, man. That was the greatest concert I ever saw in my life, man, no doubt. With Accept as the opening act, it was good. I was fucked up. But I'll never forget it because I was a youngster back then, man. I was like 18 years old. I could handle it back in them days. Very little sleep. I was doing acid. And I sat there. It was like festival seating at Red Rocks. So you like first come, first serve. So people were lining up the night before, you know, to get in. So I got there pretty good, man. I got like 4th row seats. I had to sit there all day long in the sun, just after partying all night the night before. Thanks good these guys are still alive and making great music. Yeah. It's amazing. I never thought that bands like that would still be making music, let alone still touring into their 70s. Yep. Fuck yeah. But yeah, there was a long time when I didn't really follow Iron Maiden too much. Just kind of drifted apart from them. I still listen to my old Iron Maiden albums, but I thought, man, there's no way that they could put out any good music anymore. But I was wrong, man. And I started, you know, I never listened to any of the Baze Bailey stuff. Never. But now I love it. You know? Clive Rep. May he rest in peace. Did Blaze Bailey recently die or no? I don't think so. Yeah, Blaze. I like Blaze, man. Did he die or no? I don't think so. But, yeah, but he got a lot of flack, man. A lot of people, they didn't like it. But oh no, the other singer died, Paul Di'Anno. That's what happened. Yeah, Paul Di'Anno died, didn't he? Pretty sure. Yeah, it was. To me, he was still part of Maiden, man. You know, they all are. Any member that was a part of Maiden will always be a member to me, right? They could have did a tour if they were all still around with all of them. That would be sick. Yeah, Paul Di'Anno, man. I thought he was a great singer too, and he had a great voice for that early shit. Anyways, here's to Paul Di'Anno. That would have been cool to see Maiden back when Paul Diano was singing. I've seen some videos of it. There's not a lot of video either, so because there wasn't this video back then like there is today. Everybody's holding their camera at a show now. It's fucking annoying as fuck. One of my favorite Maiden songs, the Klansman. Any plans and predictions for the 4th of July, 250th year of the Empire? I know I've heard some shit about it. Some people are saying that there's going to be some sort of shit go down on the 4th of July. They've been predicting a 4th of July attack forever. Let's see. What day is 4th of July on? That'll tell me right there what day of the week it is. Let's see. Look ahead. Let's gaze into the future. I gotta put on my glasses to see this shit. July 4th. On a Saturday. Yeah, I don't think much is going to happen on a Saturday, man. Nothing ever happens on a Saturday, man. There you go. That's my predictions. If it was on a Tuesday, then I would be like, something might happen if the 4th of July was on a Tuesday. It's about time for the Tiny Hats to pull a Shemitah out of their you know what, holes. Yes. Just one of your favorite Maiden songs, though, The Klansman, huh? It's a good song, but I would hardly consider it one of my favorite Maiden songs. It's a good one, though. Yeah. I like the artwork for the Klansman. I am the Klansman. Time for the Tiny Hats to pull. Yeah, you think? Yeah, sure. It's always time for that, man. They're always pulling it too. But yeah, 250th year, baby. Woohoo! What does that mean? That means that we're all getting fucking old as fuck. If you can remember the 200th year, you're fucking old as fuck. Taking the lands that belong to the clans. I'm trying to have that song in. The Clairvoyants. That was like from Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Yeah. Dude, that was some people say that's the greatest Maiden album. Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. They had some really good ones, man. It's hard to say. Actually pick your favorite Iron Maiden album. It's not easy to do. Or your favorite Iron Maiden song. Is that so much? 17 albums. The Wild Wind Blows. There's another, yeah. That's Blaze Bayley too, right? Yeah. Or no. Somewhere in Time. Caught Somewhere. I really was into that album for some reason. I don't think it was my favorite album, though. but it was just the time, like the mid to late '80s. They did a lot of work in the in the '80s, man. Fuck, Number of the Beast, all their shit. It's like they put out an album like every year almost. Yeah. But I always say my favorite album is Peace of Mind. And my favorite song is To Tame a Land. Me too, but many people say Somewhere in Time is their best album. Yeah. When people say that, it's all a matter of fucking taste, right? Stranger in a strange land. Yeah, I love that shit. I loved it all, man. What a great band that was. Still is. Where eagles dare. See, it's just so difficult to choose one. I even like their like Senjutsu, man. I really love that album. Some would argue that it sucks, but I think it's really well done. I think it's like a lot of old school Maiden elements there in Senjutsu. And the artwork is impeccable. But yeah, this is the Iron Maiden show tonight. Since Laverna showed up, we're just talking about Iron Maiden, man. Will they come out with a new album? What will be the theme? That would be, maybe the theme would be like all of their work. Their theme would be themselves. That's kind of, maybe do one song in the theme of each of their 17 albums. Holy shit. That's a hell of a concept. But yeah, pretty much every Maiden album kind of has a theme. But then I was sure like Steve Harris talk about that, like, what does it mean? You know, like basically one of the songs on your album will be about the theme. Ryan Z said, I believe Laverna is from Poland. That's correct. I'm gonna say look up Poland here. I'm not, I think it's in like Western Europe somewhere. Let's see. Let's see, Poland. Like big place. What are you looking for? And it's not showing anything. My whole screen went blank. That's weird. Just like my Google Earth right now. Looks like the moon. Nothing. Oh, there it is. Let's see. No, it's not showing me Poland. You say it's about 6E? Mm-hmm. You're so much. So many cover up, man. It's like east of Ukraine or west or south. There it is. Pretty close to Germany. There's the Baltic Sea. Yeah. Yes. Like I don't even know really sure where Germany is, but yeah, there it is. Germany, Poland. That makes sense. That's why like Poland was like the first country that they invaded in World War II. Earth is flat. Then why does it show up round on my Google Earth? So yeah, the Baltic Sea. So yeah, you're in Poland. Let's see, and how far is that from? Yeah, Europe is such a strange place. So is America, though, so it's all good. The Baltic Sea, wow. That's interesting how it connects to the Atlantic Ocean, but you have to go through like a lot of, wow, that whole. Yeah. So what? I don't know. It's interesting. It's a huge world out there, man. I mean, but it's small at the same time. It's a huge world, but it's a small world after all. Yeah, just like here, man. It's like a different. No, it's the same shit. Yeah, America's gotten a lot worse, man. I'm sure it's probably better there than it is here. They are like this place has become total surveillance state, man. Everybody knows that. You know, cameras everywhere. Everything you do, like we were talking about earlier, right? Everything you do is being tracked and stored in AI data centers. It's not fucking. I don't like it, man. Why the fuck, you know? There sure are the amount of money they're spending on that shit, but we got, you know, they justify it by if we don't do it, China will, right? If we don't come up with AI first, the best AI, blah, 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 China will beat us to it, and then we'll be slaves to the Chinese. It's a bunch of bullshit. So they're enslaving the whole world on that we have to be the first ones to get AI, otherwise we're doomed. It's like a new arms race. It's like a new, you know, it's like a new Cold War kind of. Instead of nuclear weapons, it's based on bullshit technology. Much of Europe is having massive influx of migrants. Fucking migrants. They're like, migrants are like fucking ticks. They get under your skin and suck the blood out of you. And we got a big problem with ticks in this country too. Yeah, seriously. I got a tick on me recently. Fucking freaked me out, man. Hopefully I don't die from it. You used to never see ticks up here in the mountains now. With this climate change, global warming. And all of a sudden we got ticks. Yeah, and I heard like other parts of the country, then you go through the woods, like hiking through some grass, you just got ticks. People are showing like ticks all over their legs and shit. And like, yeah, and these new ticks are like super disease spreading ticks, man. It's all part of climate change. The globalists are pushing multiculturalism. Basically, ethnic cleansing. Am I allowed to say that? No, it's not ethnic cleansing. It's neutralization, multicultural, making everybody the same color, right? They say like, yeah, the way things are going in the next 10 to 20 years, everybody's going to be the same color of beige. Oh shit, he said the G word. But I'm not allowed to say the G word, man. They don't like, YouTube don't like the G word, man. You know that. Europe has big problem with Islam, especially France, Germany, or Ook. The Ook. Fucking Ook. The Ook is what started all these problems. Those are like the main countries of Europe: France, Germany, and Ook. In Poland, it's still safe to compare them. Compared to them, but it's going to change too. They'll just YouTube, man. You got to be careful what you talk about, man. I don't care. Talk about anything. I just don't take it too seriously. But the tiny hats are behind it. It's called Kalergi Plan. Kalergi Plan? Kalergi. Let me look that up. I got my handy looking up stuff device here. Let's see. Oh no, man! All of a sudden, I got no. Let's see, Safari. No, it's not you, Safari. Let's see. Kalergi. Plan. AI overview. Let's see. Kalergi Plan is a far-right anti-something conspiracy. You know what? That falsely claims an elite cabal is using deliberate mass immigration to mix and replace the white population of Europe. Okay. Right. Huh? See that that Google AI is pretty good, huh? But it's all, according to them, it's all a conspiracy. You know what? And it's it's all bullshit according to them. Okay, that's all I'm saying. And if it's bullshit to them, you know what I think. So, yeah, that's I've heard that. I never heard it called the Kalergi Plan, but I've heard of that agenda before. Yeah, and yeah, it makes total sense, doesn't it? Why do they want to get rid of them? White people are so attractive and beautiful. Why do they want to get rid of us? I'm only part white. So. Because they're jealous, man. They don't like us beautiful, attractive white people. They want everybody to look like them little tiny hats. And now you have this stupid people who protect Palestine or Israel, or to me, some of them are evil. Huh. It's interesting perspective, but yeah, I think it's the whole thing is a big shit show, man. It's hard to believe that it's all true, man. You know, the whole Israeli-Palestinian fucking nightmare. It's really, I find it hard to believe that it's actually how it is. They turned Palestine into a fucking parking lot. It just totally killed everybody in the place and bulldozed it to make it the new part of Israel. And then I hear like in this Iran war, Israel has had a lot of fucking damage done to it. I don't know. They won't let us know. Not much information. The only information we get is the information they want us to have about what's going on with this war versus Iran and how much damage is happening to Israel. You know, we just don't know, man. Because you know, the only thing I believe is what I could see with my own two eyes. And sometimes I don't even believe that. You can't even believe your own two eyes anymore. Because and they're really good with deception has become really good now. Especially if you're looking at a screen. You can't believe anything you see on a screen. And if you see it in the real world, you still got to question it. Oh, yeah. Crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy for feeling so blue. The Kalergi plan, damn. But it's according to AI, Google AI. It's all a conspiracy theory. So don't worry your pretty little heads about it because everything is A-OK. Oh, did I use that symbol? Shit. No, we can't even use this symbol anymore. I used to use it all the time when I was a kid. It was like, everything's okay. That's what it meant. Okay. Or asshole. A-S-S hole. No. You could use it either way, man. You could call someone asshole and say, okay. No, now it's the number of the beast. 666, the number of the beast. Sacrifice, it's going on tonight. Another carpet bombing Lebanon. Israelis are eating pizza, cheering and dancing around the streets. Damn, I really look Jewish when I do that. Shit. I just need a fucking yarmulke, a yarmulke, a tinfoil yarmulke. Thanks for laughing out loud, man. Appreciate that. Shalom, Shabbat Goyam, Shalom Goyam. Damn. I'm pretty good at that. Yeah, fuck yeah. This is a fun stream tonight, man. Hell yeah. Most of my usual viewers aren't here tonight, man. They've all left me, man. They fucking left me to the wolves. I don't know why, but it's all good, man. It's good to viewers, but you know, I do miss my old viewers. But you know, things change in the world, right? That's all it is, man. It's constant change from the cradle to the grave and beyond, from the Big Bang to the final crunch. It's constant change in this fucking universe. There's no avoiding it. It's called entropy. Fuck yeah, it's a hell of a ride. You guys see my Andy Anderson skateboard, man? This is my prized possession, man. My buddy Kevin gave me this for several times for babysitting his dogs. And he knew my favorite skateboarder was Andy Anderson. So he gave me this skateboard. I love this skateboard, man. This guy, look up Andy Anderson, and he's such a good skateboarder. The Tough Puff's here. God bless her. She's just not chatty. She's not a chatty Cathy. But yeah, I've seen some old friends here tonight, some new friends. Laverna, my dear friend. She's been a part of my channel for like at least 6 or 8 years. I don't know. It's been a minute. No, I didn't say that. I believe that. That's what it says here. Yeah. That's what it says there. I think it's reality myself. That's just what the official story, right? The mainstream narrative. It's a conspiracy theory, man. Why would they want to do that? Why would they want to get rid of all the white people in Europe? It's ridiculous. It's got to be a conspiracy theory. You know? It's just, it's so insane that it couldn't possibly be true. I mean, it's preposterous. That's the word I was looking for. Preposterous. You know, that's something that's beyond insanity, right? Preposterous. Or it's just something that's so ridiculous that you couldn't even consider it to be possible in any way. That they would want to get rid of all the white people and erase the white race off the planet. But what would be the point in doing that? You know, I like white people, man. You know, there's a lot of white people I don't like. A lot of white people I like a lot. So it's, and also with every other race. I think I dislike more white people than I do any other race, but I probably have more relationship with white people than any other race. I don't think it's part of their master plan because it's changing white people to Muslim is making things worse with it. Interesting. But you know, I don't judge people on their race or ethnicity or whatever, you know. I judge them on their fucking what they do. You know, but I'm crazy like that. I like different kinds of people, man. You know, it makes life interesting. Talking to some, you know, black people, some Mexican people, some Asian people, you know, and everybody could just get along, and we just we enjoy each other's company. It's beautiful. You know, there's no reason for people to hate each other, man. That's what they want us to do. They push all this hatred, you know. It's all pushed, and you know, they teach us in a fucking school. That's what they teach us in schools, man. They don't teach us anything that really matters. They teach us about the MLK Jr. shit, you know, and they push that shit in the educational program, and the Civil War. They like to talk about that a lot. The war to end slavery. They really push that onto the child's education. Those two things. As far as when I went to school, anyways, the Civil War and the Martin Luther King thing, and in my opinion, just to promote racial hatred to children at a young age, you know. And they created all that shit on purpose, man. Oh, this is great. We got people that look totally different. It's not hard to make them hate each other. You know, when people are, you know, they speak a different language. They look different. You know, they're very different. So it's easy to pit them. That's what they did. That's why there's so many different languages in Europe, so many different religions, so they could keep the people fighting against each other. That makes it easier for the elites to control everything. If everybody's fighting over their religion and their languages, that benefits the people that made it all happen. Okay. Also, the fall of large corporations that bring in cheap labor from third world countries. Yes, we deal with that in the United States, big time. That's how our economy works. Cheap labor and prison labor. Without that, the American economy would totally shut down. Because God damn it, they're going to pay somebody a real fucking wage anymore. I've seen it all go down the toilet in my lifetime. From a decent deal, man. You know, you could go out and live a decent life in America. It wasn't that hard. You could get a decent job and make decent money in an affordable place to live, afford to buy a car, you know, whatever, pay all your bills, and it was doable. That's over with now, man. People are just fucking not making it, man. It's just too expensive now, man. I mean, I'm there, man. You know, I can see how people are just giving up all hope in fucking life, because it's just every time they turn around, they got to pay more money for something, and like way more than it was a year ago, a couple months ago. You know, it's like the inflation has gotten to the parabolic level. Maybe it's like that for you guys, but it's like straight up. So it's frustrating, man. I get it. We all get it because we have to fucking go to the grocery store every fucking week or every whatever half you go. So what's it like over in Europe, Laverna, for the economy? What's it like? Is it as bad as it is here in the United States? We got $5. Well, no, our gas here is $4.94. Well, no, it's $4.98. It's 2 cents cheaper than $5. So it has gone up this week considerably. Last week it didn't go up. This week it did. Let's see what the average price of gas in California right now. Yeah. Price of tea in China. Gas in California. There it is. There's price of regular gasoline. California is approximately, hold your breath, people, $6.04 per gallon. Oh, God damn. $6. I thought it was bad here. We're at $4.98. I think I could get it for like $4.90. So we're like just under $5 a gallon here in Colorado. And California is $6.04. Meanwhile, premium fuel averages about $6.46 per gallon. Premium, and diesel sits at roughly $7.32 per gallon. Buck. Cost varying depending on where you fill up. Lowest cost, $5.72. Highest, $7 per gallon. In Modesto, Mono County, I'm sorry. Damn. Not good, man. Not this is a time of year where they raise the price of gas every year anyways. It's like the summer vacation season. They raise the price of gas every year. But yeah, this time, hopefully that's the extent of it, man. Holy shit. $7 a gallon in California in some places. Holy fuck. Well, you know, that's just a gauge of what you can expect in the rest of the economy, man. They're paying that much for diesel in California, over $7 a gallon for diesel. You know, your price of your fruits and vegetables and every other fucking food you get is going to fucking skyrocket. Hate to think about it, man. Yeah, thinking you're going to see food prices like you ain't going to fucking believe, man. It's fucking scary, man. It really is. You think food prices are high now. That's the worst part about it. They're high enough as it is, but food prices are going to go up a lot more, I'm afraid. Yeah. Eat as cheap as possible. Buy food now, I guess, is what it is. If you can, if you got a little bit of extra money, buy food is unperishable foods, whatever that you can store, because they're just going to get more expensive in the future. That's not a good deal, man. I don't like it when I see $7. It's almost 50 cents a gallon for diesel in California. Fuck. I don't even know what is diesel here in Colorado. Let's see. Ugh. Bad. Doesn't matter. It's just things are pretty bad, and they're probably going to get twice as worse, right? I think that's what you should expect. That's what you should prepare for. Whatever it is right now, prepare for it to get twice as bad before. So yeah, there you go. That's my forecast. Fuck yeah. I wish I had better news to report, folks. I wish I could say things are getting better. Prices are going down. People's wages are going up. The economy is really looking better. You know, that's what I'd like to say, man. People are living better in America today. No, it's not the case. Their taxes are going down, and their insurance are going, and their healthcare costs are going down. This bizarro world, right? We finally got this under control, and things are finally getting better in this country. Really better. This has been the fake news. You should be expecting much lower prices at the grocery store. You know, I wish I could report that kind of news, but sadly, it's quite the opposite. No, it's worse than the opposite. Well, yeah. I think I can hang out for a few more minutes here. Anybody got anything to say? I don't think anybody here wants to come on live. It's about getting close to the end for this live stream, I mean, and other things. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Did you know the first slave owners in the colonies were black? Wouldn't surprise me none. Look up William Ellison and Anthony Johnson. All right, maybe next time I'll do that. How often do I stream? Like right now, like once a week. It's like this time every week. Starting at almost an hour and a half ago. 6:30 in my time. Yeah. Well, yeah, thanks for fucking stopping by, Laverne. It's always good to see you. Glad to see you're hanging in there. You know how things are going, but you said you got to move to a new city, so hopefully you are surviving okay in this insane world that we live in. I know it's early in the morning over there, but yeah, thank you for coming by. I love you so much. Yeah. We are going to. But we'll see, man. Hopefully we'll have a better week this week. You know, things are going to warm up. I heard it's getting hot in parts of the United States, especially around Las Vegas, where the fucking Golden Knights live. Hope they cook to death and all their ice melts. Yeah. On that note, man, yeah, the finals of the Stanley Cup are starting this week. Colorado got their ass kicked out. It was embarrassing to be an Avalanche fan. I'm embarrassed, man. It was terrible. I mean, in all of my 30 years of being an Avalanche fan, that was the most horrible, disgusting, pathetic loss of their careers. And yeah, But yeah, now it's going on to the Las Vegas Golden Knights versus Carolina Hurricanes, I should say. Do I have a lake to swim in my area? Oh, yeah. Nobody swims. The water's too cold. You can if you want. No one's stopping you. We have like a rec center up the road with a swimming pool where people go swimming. But yeah, there's a lot of ponds and stuff around here you could swim in if you wanted to. But yeah, where I live is pretty dry, man. There's not a lot of lakes or ponds or shit like that. There's some creeks that run through. Yeah, other than that, it's mostly very dry most of the time. We pray for rain most of the time. Otherwise, we're going to dry up in the sun, especially after last winter and the winds we had. Oh my God! I have to make a video with all. I made some videos in the windstorm, but I haven't really put them together and made a video, edited or whatever. So maybe I'll do that just to show you how fucking horrible the windstorms were. We had it was like a nightmare, man. It was like, I thought my house was going to blow the fuck over. Yeah. But it happens every winter now. And it just gets worse and worse and worse. It's like, I wonder if this is natural. I'm not convinced it's 100% fucking natural anymore. But anyways, yeah. Things are getting interesting in the world. Let's see what happens this week, the rest of this year. It's going by so fast. It's all a blur. But yeah, love you guys, man. Everybody, thank you for being here. And, yeah, we'll see you again on the next one. Love you. Good night.